Shalom, shalom. This is brother One coming at you with a quick, Lord willing, edifying video. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the hopeful men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth for our sincerity. And shalom to the few sisters that's getting orders at these last days. Right, I was coming at you with a land back video of the brother Malkiel. You know, that was pretty much nailed it, man, about what's finna go down, right? You finna see a mean switcheroo inside these women. The same ones that's on all these platforms, you know, boasting and feeling like they just the shit, you know, Miss Independent, don't need a man. You know, we coming to a time where, we finna see how successful you'll be being independent, right? Without a shield of the men of the Lord on your side, right? As your hedge. You know, the funny thing about it, us brothers is ready to see the great humbling of these women, right? But nonetheless, you know, I was on the downside of a couple of precepts, you know, just, you know, the same precept we always bringing out, you know, that, these women's finna be in a shameful state. They're finna be dropped to a low state to the point they're going to be begging the men of the Lord to be a part of that house, right? Which is the book of Isaiah 32:9. Matter of fact, I start up at 2. All right. I start at 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. Right. Yahweh shall finna be, you know, glorified throughout the earth. Right. And who's up next behind him? The men of the Lord, the 144,000 elect men. Right. It said, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. Right. A man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. What's that wind that's coming to all throughout four corners of the earth is destruction, right? You got great famine. You got martial law. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got cannibalism. You got a lot of shit that's finna come to America. I mean, of course, America, but throughout the four corners of the earth, right? A woman will need a protection inside these days, right? You finna have 2/3 Jakes. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of heathens. They can be around here like loose screws, man. Right? And you think the average female can take on a Jake that just don't give a damn? Hell no, they can't. You know? So all that bougie acting shit that these women do now is finna come to a halt, man. A stop. Right? You won't be able to keep going unless you up under the men of the Lord. Point blank, period. That's going to be your protection inside these days. It says, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land, right? And that just like a god, like damn, you know what I'm saying? That's all I need, you know what I'm saying? That's like if you're inside of a desert, all you need is that water, you know. That man gonna be that precious to you inside these days, man. You know, but be to the point where, men finna have first dibs on what he want up under him. You know, because in them times, you don't give a damn how pretty you look. That shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. And brothers like that, we already like that right now. We don't give a fuck about how pretty you look, because, salt look like sugar. You know what I'm saying? If you can receive that. So it's just to the point where, we coming to a time where men is finna start choosing these women, right? And I guarantee a lot of these women finna get rejected. We coming to a time where women finna be begging a man to be a part of his household so they don't die, right? But, you know, Isaiah 32:9, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, right? Because Scripture tell you that this is not your rest, right? So, but the modern day woman, you know, excuse me, starting off with that nigga women, they're at ease, man. They love this captivity. Why? Because it uplifts them, you know, put them on a high pedestal than the man. So they love that. But the Scriptures tell you, to rise up, come out of that mind state, because this prophet kingdom got to die. The whole earth got to get punished, right? And if you want to sit on the other side of the gate, right? You got to get caught with that judgment, the same as the rest of the world, especially America, because the modern day, the modern woman today, they're through, right? But it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, right? And who's out there giving, who's the voice? Hey, the men of the Lord. Out here sighing and crying, right? Hey, giving out correction, reproof from the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? The Lord speaks through his men of the Lord. I mean, yeah. The Lord speaks through his men, you know? He speaks through his men, and the men gonna give out the message, right? Get your ass in order. Like the brother said, get your shit wired, get your shit wired tight. That's what you should be doing right now. Putting on that sackcloth, right? That sackcloth being that mourning, you know what I'm saying? That's the spirit you should be in, mourning. Not living it up, not saying you don't need no man. Because that shit just don't make sense. You know, because that man's going to be your salvation that's real soon, man. Well, I'm going to take that back. The men of the Lord will be your salvation real soon, right? But if you say you don't need a man, when them times come, you're going to have to put that foot in your mouth, right? And that man's still going to reject you. It says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. We come to a time like martial law. You know, what these women going to do when there's no police out here? You know? You got gangs of heathens and jakes, and their eyes is pointed on you. You know, who's gonna be your hedge in that day? Mrs. Independent. You know, it says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Like I said earlier, hey, they should be inside a mourning spirit, man. Right? And I went to grab this inside the I had it queued up already. I think it was the NIV. Yeah, in the NIV. It says, Isaiah 32:9, you women who are so complacent, rise up and listen to me. You daughters who feel secure, hear what I have to say. And that's what it is right now. These women feel so secure. Because why they got all of these, like the brothers bringing out, the government assistance, you know what I'm saying? Section 8 food stamps, you know what I'm saying? Well, for whatever Esau is offering, hey, Eve is on it. They got it. You know, it's to the point where they're set up to where, like, they really don't need a man right now. And it's to the point he has blinded their minds to reality about what's finna actually go down. You know? Because in a minute, hey, Esau finna cut off our woman that's attached to them, right? And they're going to have to run like little roaches, hey, back to us, right? But in that time, the Lord going to put the spirit on these men, right? Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. And guess what we're going to do? To the point, hey, no, I'm straight. Like what the scriptures say. Matter of fact, I just go grab it. You know what I'm saying? What was it? Micah 7:10. Excuse me. It said, then she, that is my enemy, shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where's the Lord thy power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua? My eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as a mire of the streets. You know, when times will come, hey, the men of the Lord, right? The woman that been mocking and scoffing, you know, talking shit about the prophets, you know, bucking up in all kinds of ways, right? Y'all gonna wanna come back to one of us inside those days, right? But guess what? We gonna part way. We ain't even gonna, we gonna goddamn dismiss you. You know what I'm saying? We gonna watch y'all get stumped out here, you know, heavily penetrated. That's what's gonna be happening. A lot of women gonna die from penetration. Just being real. Slaughtered. You could just imagine how many men that's locked up because of women. You know, these women that set up so good right now is about to be way worse than a Jake that's doing time, man. That's the condition that the woman is about to be in. Right? But it said, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. Right? It's going to take to all hell to break loose for her to be in shame. Right? When you get stumped out here. You know, men beating the shit out you. You know, not saying men of the Lord going to be doing that, but it's just the point, like, you know, these pride women's finna come all the way down to a real humble state. You know, it says, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And when you being trodden down, that means you being walked down on, man. You finna be a nobody out here, right? But, you know, back to it. I'm gonna go back. Matter of fact, I'm finna just out right quick. It says, verse 10, it says, in little more than a year, who you who feel secure will tremble, right? And these women are in that spirit of being secure. They don't need no man, but we know through the spirit, hey, martial law finna happen, right? Hey, these war drafts is finna start happening. When the dude that you probably with is right now, which is probably a simp, when that man get goddamn hauled off to that draft, right? He not coming back. Now you're gonna be unsecure. Now you're gonna be looking for a man, And a lot of these women don't even have the criteria to meet up to a men of the Lord's standards anyway. Like the brother brought out, we can cook for ourselves. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like all over the Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Hey, the brother, we be posting some good ass meals, man. So it's not like we handicap, we can't do shit for ourselves, because we really can do it all. We really can do it all. Like the brother said, we can cook, we can clean. So what is that you want to be able to do inside these days, man? Right? It says, in little more than a year, you who feel secure will tremble. The grape harvest will fail and the harvest of fruit will not come, right? What are you going to do when the, what it says, I want to say, Ecclesiastes, right? The grinding shall cease. Right? A lot of these women can't make, biscuits out of scratch. Shit, hell, a lot of these women can't even shut the hell up when you talk to them. Right? So it's just, we coming to a time to come where, hey, that pride is, and you feel as if you're on a high pedestal. Hey, you finna come off that pedestal real soon. It says, tremble, you women, you complacent women. Shudder, your daughters who feel secure. Strip off you fine clothes and wrap yourselves in rags. I forgot what I was supposed to go back into, man. Right, Salakia. But I'm gonna just keep on moving. I want to go back to the brother video. Yeah, I like to replay the videos and play it again, just to get Lord willing, to get more edification out of it. And the brother brought out a good point. Here you go. There you go. All right, he said when society collapsed, and what we already know through the spirit, EMP strike gonna happen, Hey, when that dollar stopped working, these women gonna want answers then, right? They gonna want to come back to a man of the Lord, man. Because end of the day, they downplay us, but end of the day, hey, that should have sit at that these scriptures, what we saying to them, sit at the front of their mind. Because they know when these times will come, hey, they marked us in their head, like, I'm gonna run back to this man when the shit hit the fan, But like you said, when society collapsed, things are gonna revert back to everybody will revert back to their gender roles, right? Men are going to be leading and the women going to want to submit then, But in those times to come, the only one that's going to be leading the right way is the men of the Lord. Because we're going to be the one that's stable inside those times. And I'm going to always say we, because we got to have that spirit that we got to we keep the faith that, hey, we part of the elect, So just grab the the book of Isaiah 13 and 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Right? And Ophir is just a rare piece of gold. So many times to come, when you looking for something, it's hard to find. And when you do find it, it's precious. And and that's symbolic to the men of the Lord, right? Inside these times to come, everybody else is running around like chickens with their head cut off. But you see this one man, stable body like hell, like heaven, which I should say. Like I always like to speak on, the book of Eli. That man the lady was looking at Denzel like, you straight, like you know what I'm saying? Like you relaxed, She knew that man was precious through she could have read that man's whole spirit, and she followed him. These times come, we're gonna want to follow us then, right? But hey, we coming to a time where a lot of women finna get rejected anyway, And I did bring out a point, saying about the wars and stuff. I want to grab that inside Second Ezra, and I'll close out with that. Just something to the points I want to bring out, and land back off the brother, video. That's all. Like he said, hey, women need to get your shit wired, man. Get your shit on point, right? And don't be so wrapped up in the words that a man's saying, because he speak more. It sound like more. Damn, I can't get the words straight. It may sound aggressive, but it is what it is. We men. We not talking like no Christianity pastor. Right? They be so wrapped up inside the wordplay instead of just the message itself. Humble down and find a man of the Lord that's trying to guide you to salvation. That's what it is. It's 2 Ezra 16 and 33. It says, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the war shall their bridegroom be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. And when shit like that happen, that's going to break these women down all the way. Because now you got to go find a man of the Lord. Well, your man was in the man of the Lord anyway, because he died. He was, the Lord had him go out a different way. But when stuff like this start happening, you women are going to be panicking like hell, man. Then you're going to see the true value of the men of the Lord that's right there in front of your face. This man got food, got shelter, This man going to be set up straight, man. And all you got to do is come to him humbly. Right? But Lord willing, it was edifying and to the point. And I want to give out honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Krakadash. I ain't the water for the brother to post the video. And I was going to post his channel inside the description box as well, that you should go follow and get edified from. Until next time, I say shalom.